The third beautiful thing God loves to view is joy. Joy is one of the 7 wonders of the world. God said, I don't like looking at sad people who are supposed to be reflective of his image. In Esther 8:17, it said, and the Jews had joy and gladness and a feast and a good day. And many of the people in the land became Jews because the fear of the Jews fell upon them. Nehemiah was getting ready to build the wall, and he went before the presence of a king, and he was sad. He said, I had never been sad in the king's presence. In biblical days, if you sad in the presence of the king, they had the right to kill you. Because it's a privilege to be in the presence of a king. You know how many people that were starving in biblical days, but the people that worked for the king always had food? They always had something to eat. They always had a room and a place to stay. You couldn't be sad. You had to be grateful in the presence of a king. Joy prevents depression. A child of God is never supposed to be depressed. I tell people all the time, if I can't make you happy, go. Don't be around me sad. I got too much to be thankful about. I'm sorry. I can't be around nobody sad. You can't be around me. That is contagious. That will infect my joy if you sad. Now, go someplace else. I like waking up and having a roof over my head. I like waking up and having something to eat every day. I like waking up and having something. I don't got no sad song to sing. I don't have no reason not to be joyful. You should demand people, if they're going to be in your presence, that they ought to be happy. When people walk in your presence, Brandon, they ought to be doing backflips to be around you. I'm around the queen. I'm around the king. You better act like you know what you're around. The hair should fall upon your shoulder when you get around Coronita. Coronita, you ought to get turned on when you're around the presence of royalty. You ought to know you're around something different. Don't be sad around me.